you will need the classic controller.
Fun fact, you actually need a classic controller. Did I tell you that story?
No, you didn't.
Okay, so I went to buy this game because Maddie wanted to watch it and I wanted to play it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And you took all the classic controllers, right?
Yeah, I took them to college with me because you guys never played the Virtual Console.
Correct. So I went to play this and it said, you need a classic controller. I'm like, yeah, let's use the GameCube controller or the regular controller. It says, it's Kirby 64, you don't need that many buttons. And I looked it up, I tried everything, you literally cannot play this game without a classic controller.
Well, if you're playing it on a Wii U, you do.
Yes,
if you're playing it on a Wii, you can just plug in a GameCube controller.
Oh, that's right. That's why I couldn't try a GameCube controller. That's right. When are they?
And for whatever reason, the add-on that they released with Smash Brothers U, doesn't work with anything besides Smash.
Oh yeah, for the GameCube.
Yeah. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen,
those cost money.
Now that our discussion of the classic controller has completed, this is Kirby 64 Crystal Shards for the Nintendo 64. A great title, and yeah,
decent game too.
I see what you did there. So this will be a 100% run because, after all, you can't see the I already know how to use it. You can't see the true ending of this game and fight the real final boss unless you get everything.
There's a fake final boss? I thought it just stopped you.
We should probably show both endings. Just to show the difference, but
is the not real ending like a Superman 64 ending? But in real life, Lex Luthor's alive and well.
It's more like you think you've defeated the true villain of the game, but then it turns out, oh wait, did we?
And that's it.
Yeah, I guess it kind of is like in the real world, Lex Luthor's still out to get you.
It might not be the same idea, but it's the same feeling you get when you watch it and you're like, what?
So anyways, that was Ribbon the Fairy. She is from a distant planet called Ripple Star, and she has crash-landed on Popstar, which is Corbin's home planet. They know that.
They just heard Corbin say it in his beautiful Sir Patrick Stewart-like voice.
It is cold here. Gabriel will need to summon all of his strength if he is to beat the Lord of the Lycans. If
they ever gave Kirby a voice, now I wouldn't like that. I don't think many people would. But if they ever did, what voice would you give Kirby?
I'd probably just have like the voice actor he already has kind of just sort of talk.
Or like yeah, except actual words.
Yeah.
He didn't even have a voice in Kirby. Corbin, right back at you. The best show of all time.
So, the plot of this game, in essence, is that if you've played Kirby's Dream Land 2 and 3, this villain called Dark Matter, it's called the Dark Matter trilogy, really. Mm-hmm. Maybe we should have played those first, but honestly, this is the only game of the three I really like all that much. Don't spear me, as Sid the Sloth from Ice Age might say. But,
another Kraken reference. We got him on the hooks. Let me tell you, this playthrough, it's already great. We've already referenced Ice Age. And not the great ones like Ice Age 2, the first one.
Yeah, all the strange is that we haven't brought up Jimmy Neutron yet in this playthrough.
That's true. We've been recording for, 5 minutes? and no Jimmy Neutron to be seen yet. Hi, Jimmy. I drew you this frog, Jimmy. You want to see this frog I drew, Jimmy?
Wow, Carl, that's really good.
I don't remember. Were we recording when I asked you how many Jimmy Neutron characters you know? That might have just been casual conversation.
I don't remember any such thing.
I totally asked you. I asked Michael. He was eating his French Gaston, which is a name, not a food. But cutscene.
Nope.
We should have turned on the subtitles.
Because this game totally has those. So that is Dark Matter right there, or one of his minions. Well, Dark Matter is just kind of like this giant cloud of evil energy. Sort of like the evil energy from Mega Man 8.
You notice how all these...
We must locate and destroy the energy immediately, Mega Man.
You notice how all these obscure Nintendo villains are all, black. I'm telling you, really? Nintendo is
the Ku Klux Klan.
They're a lesser-known faction of the Ku Klux Klan. It's weird how they turned his sort of corruption is turning into a Waddle Doo.
Yeah. Where they're like generally separate enemies in any other game in the series.
Yep.
But yes, so Ribbon the Fairy has been, basically her home planet has been taken over by dark matter after the events of Kirby's Dream Land 3, and she's crash landed here. But there's this mysterious crystal that the Ripple Star fairies hold, and she was able to escape with it, and it appears that dark matter wants to get its hands on it. So, but when
Does it have hands?
I don't know, but when she was trying to escape Ripple Star, the dark matter managed to shatter the crystal into a billion different pieces, and so now Kirby has volunteered to help Ribbon recover all the pieces of the crystal and defeat dark matter and save her home planet. So think of this game as Milky Way Wishes on crack.
Isn't Milky Way Wishes the one where you don't necessarily copy abilities or work very differently?
Yeah, you unlock. It's sort of almost like a Metroidvania game in that like you unlock all these different copy abilities. You find like an essence of copy abilities,
and then you can't get copy abilities by sucking enemies up. You get them by once you get the copy ability, you can activate it whenever you want.
Yep, it was really cool, but I say that it's Milky Way Wishes on that. That's exactly what I'm talking. Well, it's like Milky Way Wishes on crack in that you're basically going to different planets in Kirby's solar system, just like in Milky Way Wishes, and trying to reach Ripple Star and defeat dark matter.
Sure.
I mean, in terms of the copy essence gameplay mechanics, that's not to be seen here.
I would wonder what a whole game like that would be like, because that was such like a different...
I honestly think they should have done that in Amazing Mirror. Because with Amazing Mirror, you'd have to find a power-up.
I love Amazing Mirror, by the way.
With Amazing Mirror, like it was a Metroidvania game sort of, and you had to like backtrack with certain power-ups to unlock certain things.
Yeah, I remember that.
If you could unlock,
that was definitely the most. I think that was the most frustrating part about it, was because sometimes you can't go back, and yet you need a ability. Which happens a few times in this game. Which is why I kind of 100% and get the not Lex Luthor ending. Mm-hmm. You have to get all these shards that Michael's been getting. All of them. And some of them require copy abilities. And some of them copy abilities you need to have gotten earlier in the level. And sometimes you can't go back. So what does that mean you do?
It means that you pretty much... I recommend, folks, if you're going to 100% this game, I recommend looking up a guide. Because you're not going to know... Another thing that they added to this game is the ability, you probably noticed by now, the ability to combine Kirby's copy abilities together.
Which is really cool.
It's really cool.
It's my favorite aspect of this game. Outside of when you get stuck needing to go back and get the right combination.
I mean, like...
Do you know this guy's name?
Adeline.
Frederick. I dubbed him Frederick.
There was a similar character in Kirby's Dream Land 3 named Adu, and I think he was a boy. This one is a girl, and pretty much the same sort of idea. I don't know why they bothered making two different characters, and they're pretty much the same thing, except for sex.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But as you can see, dark matter has the capability of possessing people and controlling them.
I just like how when it changed the Waddle Dee, it changed him into a Waddle Doo.
Mm-hmm.
Which completely sort of changed the front of his face. In this, he just looks like an angry, happy mask salesman. It's the exact same transformation. He just looks angry and weird.
Now, what is that thing she's painting right now?
That
I feel like that
is a pornographic object.
Yeah, that's my sort of hypothesis too. Is that I feel like in the Japanese version that was like a boob or something. But then when they
oh my god. Okay, that is a ridiculous hypothesis. But I would absolutely love that if that were the truth.
And then it's like, by the way, that sprite right there, I think, looks a lot like Dark Matter's sprite from Dreamland 3.
Certainly a sprightly young fellow.
Yes, indeed. I think that's what 01 looked like, or maybe not. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. An effective attack. It's like that one knight from Shovel Knight.
Tinker Knight?
Yeah, Tinker Knight.
I can't think straight. Just think about letting me pass, little friend.
See, here's the deal. If I'm quiet, it's Michael's fault. Because we were supposed to do an audio check, remember? And I'm like 90 million yards away from the microphone.
All right. Well, I'm trying to make it so that I can see the screen and have... Is that a little better, Eric?
Yes, I'm just saying we should have checked beforehand. Hopefully it'll be fine.
Well, I have a compressor on, so it should equalize our levels no matter what.
You better hope so, buddy boy. Man, what a end of level challenge.
Yeah.
That is something. What is your favorite Kirby end of level thing? Okay, so they're usually
Probably the Adventure, Nightmare, and Dreamland one that comes back and Return to Dreamland.
Oh, the little jump. That's something interesting that all Corbin games do. What's your least favorite that you can think of off the top of your head?
I'm not sure.
I really don't like Amazing Mirrors, which is
that
you ride on a warp star,
yeah, that
and
shit.
you have to try to grab as much shit as possible, but the controls are all weird and.
One of the things that's always annoyed me about Kirby is like, whenever you shut the game off and come back to it, it doesn't save your lives. Yet all of these mini games are like about stocking up on lives,
Yeah.
you know?
I think it just feels like something to do. Like, you won the level.
I mean,
Not
yeah,
so much about.
it's fun. It feels like rewarding for completing a level and stuff, but it's just kind of like, if it's not going to save the lives, then
You're
why
right.
build up a
It
stockpile?
doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Although I'll say that effect is the worst in Amazing Mirror. Because it's just the way it's designed. That's a weird Kirby. It reminds me almost more of the Great Cave Offensive or whatever from Superstar, except more
By the way,
less linear.
we are recording this dialogue in Atlantis, so that's why you can hear water rushing in the background right now.
That's
maybe.
true. We are here hunting for Neptune, aka Ursula's lesser-known sister from her
barfs.
cousin, who barfs right in the middle of a conversation in Spyro.
No, I spend most of my time in the water, so I don't get to see a lot of dragons.
That was that Spyro.
Well, it's still
a fantastic game.
It was still better than the fucking mammoth.
That's true. That's true. The mammoth that won't have come out yet. That episode. There's a mammoth.
Just you guys wait.
You saw mammoth,
it is
but you
amazing.
didn't see the very quick food to bowel movement that exists. Oh my god. Alright, we're playing Corbin. Corbin's a great... I love the Corbin. I really do. I love most Corbin games. What's a bad Corbin game?
Honestly,
Is there
it's
some weird spin-off?
probably... I mean, there are plenty of spin-offs. Like, Kirby is probably one of the most experimental series that Nintendo has. Like, I mean, sure, people can criticize, like, the main series all they want for sort of sticking to this main, sort of copyability formula.
Yeah, but there's enough different about.
But you've got Epic Yarn, you've got Canvas Curse, and Rainbow Curse.
Oh,
I mean, like, you've got...
Epic Yarn's my
Air
least
Ride.
favorite. I'll say that much.
I mean, like, have you actually played the whole game?
I not the whole game. I played through a decent chunk of it, and it's just... I don't know. I didn't like it. Maybe because there wasn't any challenge, or maybe it's just because... It felt... I mean, he doesn't really have copy abilities in that game, does he? It felt less... What I like about Corbin is I like the... It feels like you have really smooth controls, and that game felt really slow to me.
Honestly, I feel kind of the way about this game, sort of replaying it. Because like, when you... There doesn't seem to be much difference in Kirby's speed between, like, the regular walk and the running. Maybe a little bit, but not as pronounced as it was in the 2D games.
Yeah. Looks pretty hard.
My god, that was
right
easy.
King Dedede.
And honestly, I think this is probably one of the more challenging Kirby games out there.
Later on.
Yeah, later
Obviously,
on.
no.
Not right now in the first
Can I just say King Dedede is one of my favorite video game characters of all time. He's always hilarious because he's like a dick, but not really. But like he's not like a bad guy. He's just a dick.
Yeah, he's just a douche.
In a funny way.
He's just,
for some reason he has the Playboy bunny on his back.
Yeah. Which our grandma once commented on. You'll remember?
Yes. That's a story for another time.
Nope. And not 16 minutes into the game, we're already at the first boss. This is Wispy Woods, who is
okay. There's another question. What's a Corbin game where the first boss hasn't been a tree? if not Wispy Woods itself, himself, herself?
I don't. Epic Yarn, actually.
Really?
Yeah, the first boss is Fangora. And then you never see Wispy Wood. I think Wispy Wood shows up in the Dreamland world, maybe, but not as like a full boss, just as like a set piece. Mm-hmm. It's been a while. I actually really like that game.
I know. You've played it, beaten it at least several times.
I mean, like the first time I played it, I was kind of going through this phase where I was really nitpicky about games, and I didn't.
Just a phase.
I mean, like I guess I'm nitpicking in a different ways, but
set phasers to kill what you did.
Is that?
I'm sorry. Go on.
Like there was a period. It was kind of like right when I was first getting into AVGN, where I started to be like really, like I mean, like, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super amazing at video games, even today.
Awful, even. Just the worst I've ever seen.
But there was a period where, like, I couldn't enjoy it.
Bad.
Even though I'd play a lot of stuff, I couldn't
I would
enjoy
actually rather watch Neptune puke than watch you attempt to play video games. That's how bad you are. I'm just kidding. I mean, you've beaten Mario Lost Levels.
Yeah.
The real Mario too.
The Famicom version, even.